Welcome students for today's session. We have completed the other day Unit 2 A reading. The lesson name is C. V. Raman, the Pride of India. So in that lesson we learned how great C. V. Raman was and how the India is proud to have as its son. So today, after having learned about C. V. Raman, today we are going to learn something about the extra about science and its development in the form of a poem. The poem's name is Is Change. What actually change that is taking place in the world around? And this poem, Is Change, this poem has been written by Eng Vii. So the poet is Eng Vii, and this poem is telling about how the science and technology has developed and what it has been causing for the people. And especially in the poem, a child doesn't want to go to school because something the child is seeing through, something the child is observing in the school, something the child is observing in the world. So that's why the child doesn't want to go to school and telling to its mom. We are going to learn clearly what actually the child is trying to say to us today and what is the message we are going to get through this poem. Well, let me chant this poem for you. Let me sing this poem for you. Observe clearly. If you want to learn, you can catch the tune of that. It's change. You also can see the poem on the board, and if you see in your book also it is there. Because some lines are missing since the board is not sufficient here. I have not written all the poem here. Just whatever is being written here, just observe. Otherwise, in your book, just see to it. Mom, I don't want to go to school today, cause I fear our losing decay. I feel my teachers are part of the plot. I'm the only one who sees through the rod. Scientists are cloning pigs and sheep, saying it changed a quantum leap. Biologists are making stem cells good, saying it changed the way to go. Geologists are finding cracks in our earth, saying it changed, predicting its birth. Archaeologists are finding out fossils and bones, saying it changed, time for clone. Yes, scientists are causing me great concern, giving us kids too much to learn. So this is the poem. Is written by Eng Vii, and now let us learn line by line and understand what actually the poem is telling to us today. Well, the first line we see, Mom, I don't want to go to school today. So sometimes we also say to our parents, to our mother, or to our father, Mommy, today I will not go to school. Daddy, I will not go to school. Why you don't want to go to school? They may ask. Simply you say a simple reason, but they may not accept the reason what you say, but still they force you to go to school. But if parents are, they have too much of love towards you, and if they, even if they like that they want you to be in your presence, then sometimes they may allow you, or they may observe that every day you are going to school without fail, and if they want to give you a break, sometimes they may allow you to stay. But otherwise, most of the parents, they will never allow you to stay at home simply when you say if you don't want to go to school. But here, a child is coming to mother and saying, Mom, I don't want to go to school today. Then mother got surprised. Why you don't want to go to school? Then the girl is saying, because, cause is written there. Cause is the sharp word of a because. It is not cause, it's a because. Because I fear our world is in decay. So the child is getting frightened of the world because the world is getting decay, it seems. The old, decay means what? Is getting spoiled. It's getting destroyed. The old is getting destroyed. That's why the child doesn't want to go to school. If the child goes to school and the world is getting destroyed, the child, thinking that she may die there, far away from the house. So maybe that is the thought that is coming to mind. But let us see what actually in the mind of the child and why the child doesn't want to go to school. Let us see. Now she is saying the reason. I feel my teachers are part of the plot. So teachers are dangerous for the child. Why? Because they are part of the plot. Plot means what? It is a secret plan to harm somebody, to destroy somebody, or to harm something, or to destroy something. That is the plot. You see, sometimes, now these days you can see the news. If some people want to kill somebody, they make a plot first. They make plot. They make a plan, secret plan. That plan will not be known to others. Then they wait for the right time to kill that person or the people. This is the plot. Now here, the plot is there. The plot is there here to destroy the world. A secret plan is taking place, and in that plan, my teachers are also part of that. That is what the child is feeling and telling to the mother. I feel my teachers are a part of the plot. In that secret plan, my teachers also are there. I am the only one who sees through the plot. And the child is saying now, I am the only one. I am the only one who understands that plot, that secret plan, what they are doing, how they are going to harm the world. So that plan I understand. That's why I don't want to go to school. And next, let us see. Scientists are cloning pigs and sheep. Now the teachers' plot is over. Teachers are also part of the plot. Now scientists, what the scientists are doing? Scientists are cloning pigs and sheep. They are cloning. Pigs and sheep and all the humans come naturally through birth. But here, scientists are cloning. They are making the animals of the same kind of animals, other type, the same animals, not naturally, but in the lab, in the laboratory. In the research they do, and in the laboratory, they are making pigs, they are making sheep. That is not taking place naturally. This is what the scientists are doing. This is not something natural, it is something against nature, and it is something against natural law. That's why the child is understanding the scientists are also making something dangerous. Now, for example, if you are cloned in the science lab, what will you feel? The cloning human being looks like you, it's like a replica. There is no difference between you and the cloning, the made human person. So this is what the scientists are doing. What they are doing? They are cloning pigs and sheep. You know what the pigs are? You can see around the roads. If you go to, especially the bus stand sites, you can see pigs making dirt everywhere, and the sheep also you can see in the villages and even the towns also you can see. Say it's a quantum change. It's a change, a quantum leap. Well, now cloning the sheep and the pigs, and after that, after they are making sheep and the pigs, they are saying it's a change, it's a great and important development that is taking place. It's very, very important development that is taking place, they are saying. Well, this is what the scientists are doing. Let us see what the biologists are doing. Biologists are making stem cells grow, saying it's change the way to go. Now, what the biologists are doing, they are making stem cells grow. You know the stem cell, right? It's a stem, big stem. From there, all the cells grow. From the big trunk, all the cells grow. This is what the experiments and the type of experiment they are doing, and the type of plants they are growing. They are not growing naturally, but through some experiments and chemicals. Biologists are making stem cells grow, and what they are saying, it's a change. This is the way to go. This is what they are saying. Well, now let us see what the geologists are doing. Geologists are finding cracks in our earth, saying its shape, predicting its birth. Now geologists are doing what they are doing. They are digging up all the old grounds and they are going into the old buildings and digging up and trying to find the fossils. They are digging the fossils and then bones, and they are saying, well, this bone belonged to this many years ago. This bone belonged to this. This is the century. This is what they are doing. So everybody is busy destroying the world. Now, for example, what the people are doing these days, they are digging up the borewells. Everywhere, if you take a city, if you take a town, every house has at least one borewell and they are digging. Everywhere they are digging deep down, hundreds of thousands of feet, they are digging. What will happen afterwards if the earthquake comes? Who will get suffered? All that area, those who built those houses will be inside, all that mud will be collapsed and the earthquake will take place, all the buildings will be collapsed and all the people of that area will die. So who is causing harm to whom? We are causing harm to ourselves. We are causing harm and we are causing difficulties to our own lives. So my dear children, what we have to do? We have to see to this. And that's why this child is getting frightened. This getting frightened. Why is the child is getting frightened? Because the world is at destruction. So archaeologists are digging up fossils and bones, saying it changed. Time for clones. So that is the child is getting frightened. Yes, scientists are causing me great concern. Now these days, scientists are causing me great concern. But that worry, they are making us worry, kids. Why they are making? Because of what they are doing, it is becoming too much for us to learn. And whatever they do, we have to learn. This is the great concern. The child is thinking. This is the worry. The child is getting worried about. So therefore, my dear children, here what we can see in this poem is the child is worried about the things that are happening around the world. What the teachers are doing, what the biologists are doing, what the archaeologists are doing, what the scientists are doing. All these people are doing something, because in that something there is a destruction. In the destruction, that is like a slow poison. Immediately we may not see the destruction, but slowly it happens. It happens. Now we can see why today. Now we are worried about this coronavirus, how it has come and how it is destroying the whole world. Hundreds and thousands of people are dying. Who is cause for this? One way, we the human beings are cause for that. We did something against nature and the nature is showing its effect on us. So finally, we are the victims. We have done something to the nature, against nature we did something and we are suffering now. Therefore, my dear children, through this lesson what we can learn is like this child. If there is too much being destroyed around us, we have to protect it. We have to try to save the nature. If you save the nature, we are saving our own lives. We should protect the nature so that the nature will protect us. If you protect the environment will protect us. So therefore, first of all, we should keep neat our environment, our surroundings. We must be clean and tidy. We keep cleanliness around us. We have to keep plants to grow so that when the plants grow like big trees, they give us enough rains, they give us enough food and we can live a happy life. All the human life will go on smooth. It will go on smoothly. Otherwise, we will have to face lots of difficulties and problems and we may die in our own problems and difficulties. Afterwards, you see our generations to come, the children, those people will say about our stories, what kind of a pathetic life we led. So therefore, my dear children, today what we have learned from this lesson, from this poem, it's change. You can see how the world is changing. Keep in mind, let us go according to the nature. Let us protect the nature and protect our lives. Let us give good nature, good climate, a good world to our next generation. Thank you. Have a nice day.